Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how chemicals can pass through the skin, including examples of like receipts and BPAs and all of that. So first I'm going to start off with an importance page, like what might need to be important here. So something we need to know, this is kind of more scientific understanding of the skin. We should understand how chemicals pass through the skin because it matters when we touch hundreds of objects every day without thinking about what might be on them. Receipts like these cleaning products, hand sanitizers, and lotions all contain chemicals that can transfer to our skin and sometimes enter the body. And knowing this can help ensure and protect better health. So BPA is going to be the main chemical I'm going to focus on since I'm talking about receipts specifically. And for example, some thermal paper receipts contain this BPA, and it's a chemical linked to health concerns. Learning about skin absorption can help improve safety standards and protect workers who frequently handle these materials. And faith, we should always bring faith into discussion from a Catholic social teaching perspective. This relates to like dignity of human health. So for research, this is for public health, chemicals, and safety perspectives based off like crash courses is kind of what I've learned. It helps me explain diffusion in simple terms. It showed how the skin protects the body, and it introduced the idea of permeability. And for this next site, the National Institutes of Health, with the skin structure overview, the skin has 3 layers, right? The outer layer of the stratum corneum is like the main barrier which chemicals can grant access to, and it is made out of tightly packed cells surrounded by lipids. The barrier blocks most substances, but not all. So, scientific, how chemicals penetrate the skin. This is a deeper dive into health and science with BPAs and diffusions. So, the environmental health study on BPA and thermal receipts. Here are some notes that I want you guys to know. Thermal paper receipts often contain BPA, like I've said earlier, and this can lead to hormonal dysfunction. BPA transfers to skin within seconds of contact. Wet, oily, or recently sanitized hands increase chemical transfer and absorption, and frequent contact leads to repeated exposure. And it shows that everyday objects can be a hidden source of chemical exposure. This is another article on dermal absorption, that chemicals move through skin primarily by diffusion. Longer exposure time increases total absorption, so like the longer something's been on your skin, the easier it is to go in it. There's like stuff that relates to skin condition, like moisture damage and oils. And this provides the scientific mechanism behind how chemicals like BPA or lotion ingredients move through the skin. Our last site is the World Health Organization. This is a pretty big organization, and basically it goes into depth on how chemicals can build up over time with frequent handling of products like receipts or cleaning agents. And it emphasizes that prevention, protective gear, and awareness reduce these chemical risks. Alright, so now I'm going to show you a little video here on a demonstration I made. Yeah, just the check, please. Today, I'm demonstrating how chemicals like BPA can transfer from everyday objects like receipts onto our skin. Research shows that thermal paper receipts contain BPA or similar chemicals, and these kind of transfers can happen within seconds. Even with dry hands like mine, chemicals can transfer from this receipt straight to my skin. This is called dermal exposure, when a chemical makes contact with the skin. You can see that my hands are pretty dry, like a normal person's hands, and I'm going to rub my hands into this receipt for about 10 to 15 seconds. So I'm going to press my fingertips into this toilet paper, and you can see the difference. So, based off of that, you can see there's a little bit of chemical bonding happening there between like the BPAs and all of that, leaving like a little gray residue. Oily or wet skin increases transfer, so I'm gonna kind of do the same thing, but I'm gonna get some lotion into one hand. Since BPA is a fat soluble, this means it mixes well with oils. When skin has lotion or natural oils on it, more of the chemical can move from the receipt onto the skin. Once again, I have another sheet of toilet paper, and you will see the results with the oily skin. Wow, and once again, it's hard to pick up on camera, but you can see the oil and all the chemicals being mixed in through the skin from the receipt. This experiment that I just showed you guys is exactly why organizations like the World Health Organization are focusing to reduce dermal exposure, especially those who work in a field that may be like touching receipts a lot, like maybe like a Target cashier. And granted, like not all receipts have BPA in them, some of them are BPA free, some of them like have like alternatives, but you just have to be wary of that. Okay, so I thought that was a good, important video to show. Obviously, it's just kind of specific to BPAs and receipts. So what I was kind of trying to demonstrate is how easy it is for these BPAs and a very new receipt to go straight through the skin. I was kind of showing that it leaves a mark just by rubbing it into your hands for like 10 seconds, and most people are handling these receipts for far longer than that. So I thought that was very important to show. And this is gonna basically wrap up my presentation. Here's a bibliography of my MLA sources, and thank you very much. I hope you learned a little bit more on how chemicals can permeate the skin.